Hello, boys and girls. This is Rafa, also known as the Royal Agent. Please visit us at royalagent.pro and to get to know me better. I'm a high stakes PLO player that really enjoys studying all poker formats and understanding how theory works through practice. Nowadays, I don't play much on stars or GG, like the highest games on PLO 5, PLO 6 don't run on those big sites, they run mostly on apps. And if you're interested on getting to know a bit more about the apps, a bit more about how to get in good games, how to get in games that fit the games you're good at, and you are willing to play versus much worse players than you, just reach out on royalagent.pro and we start from there. This here brought you guys an MTT hand, very different from my daily life. But I was watching this replay watch a lot of those replays, mostly from Kalipoker.tv, and I recorded this hand specifically here. This hand is pretty interesting. Like this final table is from the Titans event that runs on Sundays on Stars. The highest buy on Stars every Sunday. It's 5K. Some very recognizable guys here, like mostly Gogak, European, and Seijistar. And this is the hand here. vdp 2.0 versus Seiji. Seiji is Rodrigo Seiji, Brazilian high stakes reg. He has a bracelet, has a WSOP ring. He has won the super high roller at EPT Prague last year. So I'd say he's a seasoned pro, and VDP is playing mostly around $50 average buying on stars, and has been probably around even for the past 2 years. So I think this is information that Seiji, I'm 100% sure he knows. Like when those final tables come, like these guys have a lot of experience, do research on everyone. And they may have played some hands prior to the final table. That information I don't know. But I think the point here, Sage is much more experienced than VDP here, so he's probably trying to be aggressive as VDP because he may imagine that his money is scared or something. This is a really big final table for VDP. This is 100 times his average buy-in, and the min cash is 21.5k. So I think Sage is going to put a lot of pressure on him, and also another point here, like the stacks dynamic dictates a lot of the play here. Sage has 20 BB, VDP has 30. So like Sage can really hurt VDP stack here when he plays aggressive versus VDP. Like if VDP loses a huge pot versus Sage, he's going to be last in chips. So if you're last in chips, you're in 7th place and only 5 get paid. So your odds of making the money decreases a lot. So I think Sage is going to play very aggressively versus him. And also for Sage, like a pro that is used to play this tournament every week, well, this is just another final table for him. So I think he's going to chase the first place very aggressively. And let's see how those information can be translated into the hand. Like VDP limps for 6 suited, I think it's standard for him. I don't think raising makes much sense. He doesn't have any good blockers to make Seiji have less calling hands. So with this hand, raising just accomplished getting jammed a lot. So limping is good for him, and Seiji may play a strategy that's polar here. I think the most common strategy for pros here is to play very polar, to raise hands that really wants to pick up the pot, like 3BB in the middle, and Also doesn't mind getting jammed, like Seiji raises 6-3 off and VDP jams ace-7 off, for example. What is Seiji losing by raising 6-3? Not much, like it's a hand that has a crystal clear raise fold. But if you start raising a hand like Jack-10 suited and VDP jams ace-7 off on you, you're just like wasting your equity on the spot. So I think Seiji plays a very polar strategy. That's what I have here. And out of position will jam directly some hands here. Will jam versus Seiji raises too. So he's mostly for not very strong range when he limp calls. But he should have some traps here, like queens, kings, jacks, aces on this situation too. So let's see how the hand develops. Sage raises here, very natural with this hand, and VDP calls. Flop here, VDP checks pretty quickly. It's yeah, probably, I don't know if the recording gets the right check frequency there, but of time. But I think like VDP is not leading how much he should lead. This situation here that I ran the sim, VDP leads 42% of his range here. I don't think that's going to happen in real life. I think VDP is going to play this bet much more passively, much more passively. Like he may be afraid to bust, he may be afraid that Seiji is more experienced than him, so he wants to play smaller pots. So I made just those two sims. When he can lead, that's 42%, and when he can't, 0%. So he checks on both situations. Seiji bets roughly the same amount here. But this is when things get different. When he doesn't lead, he continues 60% of the time, and when he can lead, he only continues 40% of the time. So this is a massive difference here, and we'll see from Seiji bets like what's the EV of each hand. Like when when he leads the flop, aces have a lot, has like 7% more equity here than here. So it's almost a 10% increase between those situations. Let's see the hand. He has 6-3, 6-3. 6-3 here has 70% equity. Here has 64. So this changed a bit, like roughly 10% equities between those two situations. And we can see that when he Seiji bets here, the difference in continue is very big, like 20% difference here. 20 percentage points actually. So that's a big difference on these situations and all the risk premium involved. So Seiji bets here, probably worth 2.3. And VDP jams. I think this is a very natural way both guys play the hand. I think Seiji can check sometimes here when VDP has no leads. Like when he has no leads, has very small amount of checks with any club. Like having the 3 of clubs or having the 6 of clubs, this becomes a bet call or bet fold. Let's check. Seiji bets, he raises, and yeah, all 6-3s are continuous here. Like the straight row is extremely strong in this situation. So Seiji did play his hand perfectly, And I think 6-4 of diamonds also raised 100%. So both guys played the hand the way they should. So a very interesting hand for me. I think maybe Seiji can play this hand more passively, like checking the flop, but this won't be the highest EV option. So very interesting hand for me. If you have any doubts on the hand or similar situations, just feel free to post on the comments. So that's it. Thank you guys. Bye bye.